If your TikToks are getting stuck at 200 to 300 views, it's simply because you're not posting at the right time, not using the right length, and 2 other secrets I'm going to share with you towards the end of this video. And all you have to do is change these things, and you're going to realize that TikTok might be the thing that actually changes your life. In fact, you're one post away from posting on TikTok, having it go viral, and having it change everything for you. In fact, this creator was stuck at 200 to 300 views, and then they implemented the tips that I'm going to share with you in this video, gained over 50,000 followers in just a 30-day period. Best of all though, they got monetized on TikTok. And this creator, the same thing happened to them, except they gained over 100,000 followers in just 30 days. And if you want results like that, you need to make sure that you implement the last step that I share with you in this video and all the ones that come before it, because they're incredibly important and they're the unlock that you're missing right now that's gonna take you from 200 to 300 views to going viral on TikTok. Reason number 1 that you're not getting the views that you want on TikTok right now is simply because you're not doing enough research before you end up posting about something. I bet that your post process looks something like this. You have an idea for something, you film it, you do a little bit of editing, and then you put the content out. You didn't pay attention to what was actually trending within your niche, what formats work within your niche, and more importantly, how long your actual piece of content is. And I need you to get this through your head, because making a 14-second video or a 10-second video, that might not seem like a big difference to you, but that's a 40% difference to the TikTok algorithm. And if they were going to give it 100 views or 100,000 views, the drastic difference is going to be days of time that people are actually spending on TikTok. So you need to take that into consideration, and you need to make sure that you're actually doing research before you end up posting something. I would not post anything unless it fits the following criteria. First and foremost, the topic is actually something that has been trending on TikTok in the last 7 to 14 days, and it doesn't need to be trending broadly on TikTok, it just needs to be trending within your niche. And the way that you do this, go to TikTok, do a search for something, filter by last 2 weeks or last week or last month, and then you'll be able to see all the popular videos. If you're not seeing videos with over 10,000 likes, well, guess what? That's a really good sign that this topic just isn't going to work and you need to go back to the drawing board. But more importantly, you need to make sure that you're paying attention to the format that other people are using and the length of their content. Because if the other people within your niche are making content that's 40 seconds long, the TikTok algorithm within your niche recommends content that's 40 seconds long. So when you make a 47-second video or a 37-second video, guess what ends up happening? They don't push out your content because they understand that that's not what the audience that you're trying to reach wants to see. So they're just going to give you 200 to 300 views and they're going to stick you with that. But that's not the only thing that you're doing wrong. In fact, you're probably posting at the wrong time on TikTok. So you're putting in all this effort, creating a great post, but then posting at the wrong time, and it tanks the results that you get. Lucky for you, there are only 3 best times to be posting on TikTok right now. And if you go to the pinned comment below and get my free TikTok growth course that I just started, it'll share with you every single time slot that you should be posting in. In addition to that, if you want to grow quicker on TikTok, please make sure you smash that subscribe button. I literally upload a video every single day about how to grow on TikTok, how to grow on Instagram, and how to grow on YouTube. The second thing that you're doing wrong, if you're getting stuck at 200 to 300 views, is you're not focused on your WPS. And you're probably wondering, Rob, what on earth is WPS? Well, WPS is going to be the words per second in which you're actually talking, or the pacing of your video. The number one thing that I see wrong with small creators is they're not talking quick enough in their videos, or they're talking too quickly in their videos. And a really easy way for you to be able to figure out how quickly you should be speaking, because this is going to have drastic results. I mean, think back to when you were in school. Some teachers would talk very, very slowly, and it was incredibly boring. Or some of them talk really quickly, and it was really overwhelming. But some of them spoke just right, and those are the little cues that actually made you like that person. So guess what? You need to implement the same type of strategy into your content. And if you watch social media content, I bet you feel the same exact way. So you're probably still wondering, Rob, how do I find out my WPS? What you need to do is you need to watch 10 seconds of one of your competitors' videos and 10 seconds of your video, and you need to actually count how many words did they get out in 10 seconds, and how many words did you get out in 10 seconds, and how big is that discrepancy, because that little bit of cadence, that's going to be the thing that's going to make a drastic difference in the amount of views that you're getting. In addition to that, you need to make sure that you're constantly creating content. No, I'm not saying you need to be creating content all day, every day. I'm not saying you need to be creating content out in public. In fact, if you see me out in public, I can guarantee you, I'm not creating content. I create content alone, by myself, at home. I don't do it all the time, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's just not what I chose to do. So if you don't want to do that, I feel you. You don't have to do that to be big and successful on social media. All you have to do though is get comfortable in front of a camera, and you need to realize anybody that you look up to, any actress, any social media person, if you go look at their first stuff, I bet it is trash compared to their stuff now. So stop comparing where you are right now to where they are right now, because you cannot do that. In fact, if you want a good example of this, go back and look at my first videos. Go back and look at Gary Vee's first videos. Go back and look at Alex Hormozi's first videos, or Mr. Beast's first videos, and guess what? We all look completely different, we sound completely different, and over time we made a bunch of micro adjustments that actually added up to us getting a lot of views and going viral. On top of that, it makes it way easier if you have a script for your content. I'm not saying that you need to follow it second by second, but you have a script for your content, and in addition to that, it really helps if you shoot your content in short little clips. For example, I shoot this 8-minute video in 30-second segments, and the reason that I do that is I can control my tone of voice, I can control my mannerisms, and it just looks a lot more natural and looks better and helps you watch the video for a longer period of time. And I suggest that you do the same exact thing on TikTok, because if you're not doing that, you're not gonna be hitting tip number 3, which is that you need to be hitting 70% of people still watching your content in the first 3 seconds, or rather after the first 3 seconds. Because if you're not hitting that, TikTok is not going to push out your content. You can make your content the right length, you can post it at the right time, but if you're not getting 70% of people to still watch it for the first 3 seconds, TikTok isn't going to push your content no matter what. And there are essentially 3 things you could be doing to make sure that they're still watching. First and foremost, going back and doing step number 1, which is doing the research and making sure it's a format, it's a length, it's a topic that people are actually interested in. Secondly, adding captions on the screen, adding B-roll, and making sure that you're showing people and telling people, and not just telling people. It's going to skyrocket the amount of people that actually end up staying for that piece of content. On top of that, you need to make sure that you're posing something as a question in the beginning, or showing something on the screen that makes somebody wonder what is going to be coming next. Because if you're not doing that, and I'm not saying that you need to start every single video with a question, but you need to make sure that you're doing something, some kind of statement, maybe something on the screen that makes them want to keep watching the rest of the video. Because if it's just you talking, it's probably not going to be able to do it. You might need a prop, you might need some type of video going on in the background like a green screen, or maybe you want to use a stitch, which makes it really easy for you to take a successful hook from one video and then transport it into your own video. Now this brings me to the last and most important string of tips that I have. First and foremost, when you have a video get above the 300 views, you need to double down on that success. It might have been a topic, it might have been a length, it might have been a format. I strongly suggest that you run with that. If you look at any successful creator on social media, they basically have the same format that they use over and over again for different topics, and that is what makes them successful, and then eventually it stops working and they switch and reinvent themselves. You need to be doing the same exact thing. The second thing, you need to make sure that you're putting out 1 to 4 pieces of content every single day. And there's a very strong reason for this. And no, I'm not saying that you won't be able to do this with a 9 to 5, because I actually think this is incredibly easy if you batch create your content. In fact, I started my YouTube channel uploading 1 YouTube video every single day, and I worked a 9 to 5. Not just a 9 to 5 where I went to work, it was a 9 to 5 where I was traveling all over the United States. So I bet that you can do the same exact thing if you want this bad enough. On top of that, I strongly suggest that you get an outsider's perspective on your content. And there's a very strong reason for that. You, of course, are creating content. So you might show it to your grandma, you might show it to your mom, you might show it to your spouse, you might show it to your friends, and of course, they're gonna tell you how great your piece of content was, but it probably wasn't that great, and you might be so attached to that piece of content that you're not actually able to critique yourself, which is going to be the thing that holds you back from getting the success that you want on social media. So if you want me to personally look at your account, tell you exactly what you should be doing differently, what time you should be posting, what hashtags you should be using, we can look at your analytics together to guarantee that you get more followers on TikTok in the next 30 days, well, please keep watching this video, because I've got a special offer for you, and you do not want to miss out on the opportunity to monetize your TikTok right now, because there are so many creators out there that are getting paid $100+ per video that they upload if they have over 10,000 followers and 100,000 views in the last 30 days. The opportunity to grow on TikTok and this organic reach that we're currently seeing is not going to last for forever. And the only 2 things holding you back from getting the followers that you deserve right now on TikTok and the followers that you want is 1, you haven't implemented the steps that I share with you in this video to help you get more followers, and 2, you haven't gotten into my TikTok mentorship program yet, where I literally am going to guarantee that I help you get more followers in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. And the way that this works is I'm going to tell you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use to guarantee that you get more followers in the next 30 days. If that sounds interesting, then please go to the link in the description below and get signed up right now. The average person that's gone through this program has gained over 50,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 6,500 followers if they implemented everything that I share with them. And since you're still watching this video, I'm going to assume that you're above average. So the odds of you gaining over 50,000 followers is probably quite high. And it doesn't matter what your background is or what your niche is. This program is going to help you get more results faster and easier. If you're struggling right now to grow on TikTok, you need to get into this, because every single day that you wait it's only gonna get harder to grow. So what are you waiting for? Go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. You literally have absolutely nothing to lose. You're gonna get more followers on TikTok, or you're gonna get your money back. In fact, this creator just went through this program and gained over 10 million followers. This creator over 14 million, and this creator over 16 million. And I want you to be my next success story. So please stop procrastinating, invest in yourself now, and get the TikTok followers that ultimately you deserve. Or I strongly suggest you check out the next two videos I put up on the screen, because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.